What's up, folks? Welcome into HuPAC Talk from the kitchen, where today I'm going to be making pulled pork in this bad boy. Not because I'm some kind of domesticated wuss, but rather because this is all I've got, and I'm just trying to be hella resourceful. So to begin, I'm going to go ahead and place a couple of these pork hocks in the bottom of my slow cooker. Now I'm going to take these nondescript chunks of pork shoulder that I rubbed down earlier with my homemade spice rub. Lest my spice rub sketches anyone out, it's composed of paprika, ground cumin, chili powder, salt, pepper, and dark brown sugar. I'm going to go ahead and tuck these over top of my ham hocks in my slow cooker insert. I'll go ahead and put the insert in the fridge for a few hours where it can kind of, in a sense, dry marinade. Okay, so it's been a few hours, so sick of taking up too much space in the fridge, I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Prior to cooking, I'm going to add 2 cups of chicken broth to the pork. Okay, I'm going to pop this insert in here. We're going to cook this thing on low for about 10 hours, so I'm going to get some much needed shut-eye. Good morning. It's always nice to wake up to the pleasant aromas emanating from this simmering pot. I'm going to go ahead and check to see how tender this pork is. Oh, that looks beautiful, folks. We're going to go ahead and transfer this over to our baking sheet over here, these large chunks, where we'll let it cool and then shred it to our desired consistency. Alright, after discarding our excess fat and bones from our meat, we now have a nice platter of it. As can be seen, we got a head start on our shredding just by means of our transport. Okay, so now I'm going to take my cooking liquid, I'm going to skim off the fat, reduce it down on the stovetop, and then add some ketchup and apple cider vinegar, which will make a really nice sauce for a pulled pork. First, the rather delicate task of pouring this giant pot through this tiny strainer. And now I'm going to skim off the fat, of which there is a fair bit. Alrighty, after straining and skimming, this shizzle is ready for bizzle, so I'm going to go ahead and boil this over medium-high heat for about 30 to 40 minutes and reduce it down to about a cup. Okay, while my sauce is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and shred this pork to nice even shreds. Don't want it to be too coarse, but obviously not so fine as to be boring. Looking good. Looking gorgeous. Okay, our sauce is nicely reduced down, so I'm going to add in a cup of apple cider vinegar, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and 3/4 cups of ketchup. Okay, now I'm going to return this to the burner and simmer for about a minute. This sauce originates from Western North Carolina. The sauces from Eastern North Carolina are also vinegar-based, but then have red pepper flakes added instead of ketchup. And the sauces from South Carolina are all mustard-based. Alrighty, sauce is all finished. I'm going to drizzle about 1.5 cups of this across my meat. And we'll just let that sit there for about 10 to 15 minutes and let the meat soak it up. Alrighty, folks, my meat is done, and I think it's time to make a little Sammy. Alright, we've got a really nice little brioche bun. We're going to top this puppy up with some of this fine shredded meat. Now we'll top it with a couple pickles. And there's my creation. That is just exquisite. And let me tell you, there's plenty more where that came from. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to watch this rendition of HuPAC Talk from the kitchen, where today I made North Carolina pulled pork. Have a great day, and I will talk to you all next time.